Paris Saint-Germain, the dominant force in French football, have steadily built their reputation in European competitions over the last decade. While their domestic success has rarely been in doubt, it is their performances on the continental stage, particularly against English opposition, that have increasingly turned heads and proven their legitimacy as one of Europe's elite. From memorable nights in Paris to heroic away performances on English soil, PSG have demonstrated not only the technical brilliance of their star-studded squad but also the resilience and tactical maturity required to outplay Premier League giants. In recent years, these encounters have painted a picture of a club that can no longer be dismissed as just wealthy contenders. PSG have become serious challengers, especially when facing English teams. Rising above Premier League giants, the UEFA Champions League has provided the stage for many of these high-stakes clashes. Over the last few seasons, PSG have squared off against the likes of Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool. These are clubs with deep European pedigree and rich histories, yet PSG have repeatedly risen to the occasion. One of the most iconic examples came during the 2020-21 Champions League group stage. PSG found themselves in the group of death, alongside Manchester United and RB Leipzig. After losing at home to United, critics were quick to question their credibility. But PSG responded in style, with a tactical masterclass at Old Trafford. A 3-1 victory not only silenced their doubters, but showcased their attacking prowess and defensive discipline. Neymar and Marquinhos starred that night, demonstrating the Brazilian flair and defensive leadership that PSG have come to be known for. Even earlier, during the 2018-19 Champions League campaign, PSG put in a dominant display at Old Trafford, defeating Manchester United 2-0 in the first leg of their round of 16 tie, although the second leg saw a controversial VAR decision send them crashing out. The footballing performance in Manchester highlighted the gulf in class on that particular night. Tactical versatility and depth. What makes PSG especially dangerous against English sides is their adaptability against Premier League teams, who often favor fast-paced, high-pressing styles. PSG have shown the ability to counter effectively, control the tempo, and exploit defensive weaknesses. Managers like Thomas Tuchel, Mauricio Pochettino, and now Luis Enrique have all brought different tactical philosophies. But the core remains the same: control, precision, and explosive talent in the final third. With players like Kylian Mbappé, whose blistering pace and clinical finishing have terrorized defenders, and midfielders like Marco Verratti in previous years and Vitinha more recently, PSG have been able to match and often surpass the intensity of English teams. Their defense, anchored by experienced campaigners such as Marquinhos, and more recently Milan Skriniar, has grown more resolute, especially in high-pressure situations. Dominance at the park and grit on the road. While Premier League clubs are known for their formidable home atmospheres, PSG have shown that they can handle the pressure away from home. Victories at Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, and draws at the Etihad have shown they are not intimidated by the legacy or intensity of English stadiums. At the Parc des Princes. Meanwhile, PSG have created their own fortress. When English teams visit Paris, they are met not only by world-class footballers but also by a passionate fanbase that drives the team forward. PSG's home wins against Chelsea in 2014 and 2016, and more recently against Manchester City, underline their ability to deliver big performances under the lights. Mental shift. Perhaps the most significant transformation for PSG has been psychological. For years, critics questioned the club's mentality in big matches. Bottling leads, crumbling under pressure, those labels have begun to fade. Beating English opponents, who are often held as benchmarks of quality and toughness, has helped PSG shed their reputation as underachievers. The 2020 Champions League run, where they defeated a spirited Atalanta side and then overcame RB Leipzig to reach the final, was preceded by years of heartbreak. But those heartbreaks shaped a team that is now more mature and less reliant on individual brilliance alone. Their victory over Manchester City in the 2021-22 group stage, where Lionel Messi scored a trademark wonder goal, was as much a statement of intent as it was a celebration of footballing artistry. Conclusion. PSG's evolution into a European powerhouse has been a gradual, sometimes painful journey, but when it comes to facing English opponents, often seen as the toughest in the Champions League, the French giants have consistently proven their mettle. No longer overshadowed by their wealth or criticized for lacking grit, PSG now stand toe-to-toe with England's best and often come out on top. Asterisk, their journey isn't over. And the elusive Champions League title remains the ultimate goal. But make no mistake, when English teams see PSG on the fixture list, it is with respect and perhaps a little fear. The Parisian powerhouse has proven that they belong at the top table of European football, and their record against English opposition is one of the clearest pieces of evidence.